What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family? Happy Sunday, and I hope each and every one of you are doing freaking fantastic today. And welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and becoming a lasting scent memory. Okay, so as you can tell, we are in a different location, yet again. I'm doing some dog sitting for the next week, so you're gonna see a little bit of a different scenery for a few days. But that's all right. I brought a bunch of fragrances with me, and we're gonna have some great content coming out this coming week. And I decided, since we're talking about an indie niche brand today, I'm gonna be going over quite a few awesome indie niche brands that you need to check out in the upcoming episodes for this week. The fragrance that we're gonna be talking about today is probably one of the most affordable indie niche brands I've stumbled across this past year. And it's Icon de Parfum. We're gonna be talking about Arizona Sunset. It's the newest release to the lineup for Icon de Parfums. Jay did send this to me for review, so I'm putting that out there, but I'm really glad he did. There's a really cool story behind this fragrance, and honestly, I was a little nervous. To get my nose on this, because it has a really interesting accord in it that I was like, I really don't think this is gonna be that good. And as soon as I sprayed it on, I was like, holy shnikes! This is really good. But before we get into this review, I do want to give a quick shout out to you, the fragrance family. Thank you so stinking much for all the continued love and support. You're freaking amazing, and I hope you're having a really awesome and blessed holiday. And if you are new to this channel, I want to take a quick second and invite you to this beautiful stinking fragrance family by hitting that subscribe button down below. While you're down there, hit that notification bell. Throw me up some of those likes, guys, because it helps me get my 2 cents out there, and drop me some comments down below. Have you tried anything from Icon de Parfums? What's your scent of the day? And hey, how you doing? Yeah, you know what to do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into today's whiffs and sniffs. So we'll do a quick box presentation, and it's really funny. I keep looking at what you guys are sitting on. This camera setup is sitting on top of a massage bed. So I keep thinking, I'm like, oh, it's like I could reach over and start massaging you. Anyways, random, I know. Here we go. Now, Jay did just update all of his packaging. It will slide open like this. He also changed up his bottles, which I freaking love these bottles. Now this is an extrait de parfum. Nice, pretty hefty cap. And then I'll show you the atomizer. Really good atomizer. Now let's get spraying and let's get whiffing and sniffing. The reason I was scared about this fragrance, okay, because it has this cigarette accord in it. Like this interesting cigarette accord. Well, I didn't know it was gonna be so interesting. I thought it was gonna be a little off-putting. I'm just being transparent, letting you know, but I was wrong. And I'm okay with being wrong. Jay created this fragrance for his stepdad. I don't know too much about Jay's stepdad, but by the notes in this, which are gonna be coffee, Colombian coffee, cigarette, some woods, and shea butter. It opens up with a blast of coffee like I'm drinking right now. Now this doesn't come from Juan Valdez and his secret drip. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that sounds terrible. I'm totally leaving that in there. Anyways, this smells just like Colombian coffee. It's crazy. It's so good. And it starts with some sweetness and that cigarette note. The best way for me to describe the cigarette note is if you've ever been a smoker, or if you've ever experimented with cigarettes, or tried to roll the tobacco out of a cigarette and then smelled your fingers. That's what this smells like. That's the cigarette accord. It's a little ashy, but it's more like a tar resin. It adds almost like this stale bitterness, but it's perfectly blended with that coffee to where it's not something that if you weren't a smoker, you wouldn't really know that it's a cigarette accord. But it's so good because the shea butter is nutty. It's creamy, it's got that buttery aspect, and it's blended very well with that coffee. Now there are some woods in here as well. I detect just a little bit of like sandalwood or some sort of like dry woods, maybe a little bit of cedar. This is and I know this sounds weird because it's creamy, it's sweet, it's that coffee, it's that cigarette, But this truly does tell a story. I could definitely see Jay's stepfather being a hardworking man, a man's man, getting grease underneath his fingernails every single day, and using that shea butter after he's used Gojo all freaking day, washing his hands, washing that grease off, putting on some shea butter, maybe slapping some on his face so he doesn't look like, I am Leatherface. Smoking a cigarette, sitting on the front porch and drinking a cup of coffee. Wearing his Carhartts, relaxing at the end of a long day, or relaxing before his long day of hard work in the mornings. This is an intriguing fragrance. The only thing that I don't get out of this is good performance. I only get about 5 hours, and that's okay, because at $39.95 for every single one of Jay's fragrances, $40, 5 cents less than $40. That's stupid good for an extrait de parfum. With these really cool looking bottles, he laser etches AZ Sonset in the back here. I don't know how he's making any money, because his fragrances are really good. Indie, niche quality, and this one is his gourmand, because this definitely is a gourmand. But it's an interesting gourmand. It works so well in the cold. I wore it the other day, and it was probably the coldest day we've had in a week or so. And this just cuts through. I had many friends tell me, man, that smells really good. And I would tell them that there's a cigarette accord in it, and they couldn't get it. They just said, you smell like shea butter and a really nice cup of coffee. And I think that's exactly what he was trying to get here. That cigarette accord does get a little ashy as it starts drying down, but not overly ashy. It's not smoky whatsoever, so don't think it's gonna be like a smoke-driven coffee shea butter experience. It's not whatsoever. This is coffee-driven and shea butter-driven, just with a hint of cigarette burning in the background. It's really stinking cool. I was highly surprised, and he's actually, I believe he's putting this on his full-time lineup. He's dropping glass quartz and putting this on. I think glass quartz will be back, but all right, guys. You can pick up his entire line for like $140, $150. That's stupid. That is stupid. If y'all want great quality fragrances that are very unique, that smell freaking amazing, that are extrait de parfum for less than $40, then check out Icon des Parfums. One of the best indie niche discoveries I have found all year, and I'm excited to see where Jay takes Icon des Parfums. Because if he continues making fragrances like this, then that is a train that I definitely will continue to hop on, because this is freaking awesome. Again, performance, not the longest, but that's okay. I don't care. If you're looking for beast mode, then this might not be for you. But if you're looking for an amazing fragrance that does get decent longevity and smells freaking amazing, check out Arizona Sunset. So there it is, guys. Icon des Parfums, Arizona Sunset. Awesome coffee gourmand. I love the nutty shea butter that's in it. That cigarette accord is unlike any cigarette accord I've ever smelled in any fragrance. It's not a tobacco accord. It's a cigarette. It's tarry, it's a little resinous. You get the sweetness, and you get that bitter and sweet coffee. Fantastic fragrance. Jay, good job. Appreciate you, buddy. And I'm not just saying that to blow smoke up his ass. Check it out for yourself. See if you can't get yourself a sample and a 50 ml for less than $40. Totally worth a blind buy. Just throwing that out there. It's ridiculous. But that's it for me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do me a favor. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.